Hurricanes are a fact of life for millions living along the Atlantic and Gulf coasts. These powerful storms bring devastating winds, torrential rains, and life-threatening storm surge. Preparation is key. Know your risk, have a plan, and stay informed. We've seen the destruction left in their wake, but also the resilience of communities coming together. Hurricane season runs from June 1st to November 30th. Be prepared throughout the season and beyond. Check supplies, review plans, and stay informed. Knowledge is power, especially with hurricanes. Even the strongest hurricane starts as a tropical disturbance. Early tracking provides crucial lead time. This lead time allows informed safety decisions and activation of response plans. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Florida, the Sunshine State, is no stranger to hurricanes. With its extensive coastline and location in a hurricane-prone basin, Florida has a long and storied history with these storms. From the Keys to the Panhandle, every corner of the state has felt the wrath of a hurricane at some point. Hurricanes are woven into the fabric of life in Florida. Residents here know the drill. They understand the importance of hurricane preparedness. They stock up on supplies, board up windows, and prepare to evacuate if necessary. The threat of hurricanes is a constant reminder of the power of nature and the importance of being ready. Florida's vulnerability to hurricanes is compounded by its growing population and development along the coast. As more people move to the Sunshine State, the potential impact of hurricanes increases. This makes preparedness even more critical. It's not just about protecting property, it's about protecting lives. Florida has learned valuable lessons from past storms. Building codes have been strengthened, evacuation routes improved, and early warning systems enhanced. Texas, with its sprawling Gulf Coast, is another state that knows the destructive power of hurricanes all too well. Cities like Houston and Galveston have endured their share of hurricane strikes, leaving behind a legacy of resilience and a commitment to preparedness. The vastness of Texas means that hurricanes can impact a wide range of communities. From bustling urban centers to quiet coastal towns, the threat is real. Hurricane Harvey in 2017 brought catastrophic flooding to Houston, highlighting the importance of flood mitigation and preparedness in hurricane-prone areas. The storm dumped record rainfall on the city, overwhelming drainage systems and causing widespread damage. Galveston, situated on a barrier island, is particularly susceptible to storm surge and high winds. The city has a long history of devastating hurricanes, including the Great Galveston Hurricane of 1900, one of the deadliest natural disasters in U.S. history. The impact of that storm led to the construction of the Galveston Seawall, a testament to the city's determination to withstand future storms. Louisiana's low-lying coastline is highly susceptible to hurricanes. New Orleans bears the scars of Hurricane Katrina, forever changed by the storm. Katrina, a Category 5 hurricane, breached levees and flooded 80% of the city. The storm exposed vulnerabilities in flood protection and highlighted social equity in disaster response. Residents showed resilience, rebuilding their lives and communities. Louisiana learned valuable lessons, strengthening levees and improving evacuation plans. Katrina's memory reminds us of the importance of vigilance and preparedness. The Carolinas, with their beautiful beaches and charming coastal towns, are susceptible to the wrath of hurricanes. The Outer Banks of North Carolina are particularly vulnerable. These islands often bear the brunt of hurricanes. Hurricane season heightens awareness for residents and visitors. Evacuation orders are common as storms approach. South Carolina's coastline is also at risk. Coastal communities respect the power of these storms. The Carolinas have improved infrastructure and early warning systems. They have a long history of resilience and community support. Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi, while not as frequently in the direct path of hurricanes as Florida or the Carolinas, are still vulnerable to these powerful storms. Their coastal communities, from the bustling port of Savannah, Georgia, to the historic shores of Mobile, Alabama, to the scenic beaches of Mississippi, all face the potential for hurricane impacts. Hurricane Camille in 1969 serves as a stark reminder of the destructive power of these storms. Camille, a Category 5 hurricane at its peak, devastated the Mississippi coast, causing widespread damage and claiming hundreds of lives. The storm surge from Camille remains one of the highest ever recorded on the U.S. mainland. The legacy of Camille and other storms has shaped the way these states prepare for and respond to hurricanes. Coastal residents understand the importance of having a plan, securing their homes, and being ready to evacuate if necessary. The Gulf Coast states have made significant investments in hurricane preparedness and mitigation efforts. These include strengthening building codes, improving infrastructure, and enhancing early warning systems. While hurricanes are most commonly associated with the southeastern United States, these storms can and do impact states farther north. Virginia, New York, New Jersey, and even New England have all experienced the effects of hurricanes, albeit less frequently and often with less intensity than their southern counterparts. Hurricane Sandy in 2012 serves as a stark reminder that hurricanes can bring devastation far beyond their traditional paths. Sandy, a massive storm that transitioned into a post-tropical cyclone before making landfall, caused widespread damage and flooding along the northeast coast. The storm's impacts were felt from Virginia to Maine, highlighting the interconnectedness of weather systems and the need for preparedness even in areas not typically considered hurricane-prone. While hurricanes may not be as frequent or as intense in the Northeast, their potential impact should not be underestimated. Coastal erosion, storm surge, and flooding are all concerns for these states. The experience with Sandy and other storms has prompted a greater awareness of hurricane risks and the need for preparedness measures. Section 8. Islands in the Storm, the Caribbean and Beyond. While this essay primarily focuses on the continental United States, it's important to acknowledge that hurricanes are a global phenomenon. The Caribbean islands, located in the heart of Hurricane Alley, are particularly vulnerable. These islands, many of which rely heavily on tourism, face significant challenges in preparing for and recovering from hurricanes. Hurricanes can bring devastating winds, torrential rains, and storm surge, causing widespread damage to infrastructure, homes, and businesses. The 2017 hurricane season was particularly devastating for the Caribbean, with Hurricanes Irma and Maria causing catastrophic damage to several islands. The impacts of these storms highlighted the importance of international cooperation and support in disaster response and recovery efforts. Island nations and territories have developed resilient communities, accustomed to facing the challenges posed by hurricanes. They have implemented robust early warning systems, evacuation plans, and building codes designed to withstand strong winds and heavy rains. The international community plays a crucial role in supporting these islands in their efforts to prepare for and recover from hurricanes. Section 9. Building back stronger resilience in the face of adversity. Hurricanes are a fact of life for millions of people living in coastal communities around the world. These storms test the limits of human resilience, but they also reveal the extraordinary capacity for compassion, innovation, and determination in the face of adversity. The aftermath of a hurricane is a time for reflection, rebuilding, and learning. It's an opportunity to assess vulnerabilities, strengthen infrastructure, and enhance preparedness measures. Building back stronger means not only repairing the physical damage but also addressing the social, economic, and environmental impacts of hurricanes. It means investing in resilient infrastructure such as seawalls, levees, and elevated roadways to protect communities from future storms. It means creating affordable housing options that are safe, sustainable, and resilient to natural disasters. And it means supporting the mental health and well-being of those affected by hurricanes, recognizing that the trauma of these events can linger long after the storm has passed. Building back stronger requires a collective effort involving government agencies, community organizations, businesses, and individuals. Section 10. United We Stand Community, the heart of disaster response. When a hurricane strikes, it's the strength of the community that shines through. Neighbors helping neighbors, volunteers offering aid and comfort, and first responders working tirelessly to save lives and protect property. The bonds forged in the face of adversity are a testament to the human spirit's resilience. Community preparedness is paramount in hurricane-prone areas. It's about knowing your neighbors, checking on the elderly and vulnerable, and having a plan in place to support one another. Community centers often become hubs of activity during and after hurricanes, providing shelter, food, and support to those in need. The spirit of volunteerism is also evident in the aftermath of hurricanes. People from all walks of life come together to offer their time, skills, and resources to help those affected. Whether it's clearing debris, distributing food and water, or providing medical assistance, volunteers play a vital role in the recovery process. Section 11, the unpredictable future preparedness remains paramount. As our climate changes, the frequency and intensity of hurricanes are expected to increase. This makes preparedness more crucial than ever before. It's no longer enough to react to hurricanes. We must be proactive in preparing for them. This means investing in resilient infrastructure, strengthening building codes, and enhancing early warning systems. It also means educating ourselves and our communities about hurricane risks and preparedness measures. We must heed the warnings of officials, have a plan in place, and be prepared to evacuate if necessary. The unpredictability of hurricanes underscores the importance of staying informed and being prepared year-round. We must stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay prepared. By working together, we can weather the storms and emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before. The future may be uncertain, but one thing is for sure: preparedness remains our best defense against the fury of hurricanes.